Welcome back to Starfield. My name is Ricky, and this is Juliet. Last time we got started here with the Crimson Fleet, and today we're going to do a nice little side quest that I have been putting off. Here we go. It definitely didn't take me 14 different jumps to get here, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. So I don't know a lot about this area. I came across this in my first playthrough and was like, I'm going to save this to do it on the channel for the first time. And then I kept forgetting to do it on the channel.
For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived.
Now this is a better reception.
I wish it were even better. Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many fear what it portends. The societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us. You should talk with him.
Now we're going to find Franklin. That woman sounded very... I don't want to use the word old-timey, but she used the word portends. Hello, Franklin. You know, I vaguely knew something about this place, and it's popping back into my head what I knew, because this dude looks like FDR.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community, but you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends.
I'll be careful then.
I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
I was right.
Leader of the Pragmatist Society. I was an American president. Well, not literally, but in a sense I was.
Okay.
Everyone that lives here are clones.
Yeah, see, I knew that.
Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, we don't rightly know. When we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back.
I didn't know that.
I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider.
I just want to say this. That is strange, but is it stranger than inter-universal, I guess, inter-universal beings trying to kill me all the time so I don't become one? No, it is not. You know what? I've encountered stranger things.
Then you must live a remarkably interesting life. After decades, centuries, of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason. Their so-called mission. But what that is, and what we should do about it, is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the pragmatists' position on matters. Go speak with Amon-Arenas and Genghis Khan.
I don't know who Amon-Arenas is. I know who Genghis Khan is. Also, no one in this game is in a wheelchair. I don't know if anyone else has played this game and noticed this. Like, there's literally no one in this game that I have seen that is in a wheelchair. I don't know if that is because Bethesda didn't think to put wheelchairs in the game, or because they thought it would be too difficult to deal with. FDR was in a wheelchair, so it's a little weird seeing him stand up.
Welcome to town, stranger. Consider me part of the welcoming committee. The name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd be most pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay.
No offense, but how would anyone know who Wyatt Earp was? It's literally been centuries. I guarantee you there are people on this planet right now, as I record this, who have no idea who Wyatt Earp is, let alone people 300 years in the future. It's a real pleasure to meet you. I'm a big fan.
Oh, I'm not all that. Just had the good fortune to receive some good publicity. But to the matter at hand, I'm more than a humble innkeep. I do the best I can to uphold the law, but
so he is sheriff.
Societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that.
I'll keep my law breaking to a minimum.
I can work with that.
I'm sorry. That's Amelia Earhart. We'll get to Amelia Earhart in a little bit, I imagine. I do wonder how many times people have just shown up, killed everybody, and left. Like other explorers and whatnot.
Stranger, weapons out! They come! There will be blood!
Okay, Genghis Khan, let's talk.
Genghis Khan, a pleasure to meet you.
You're much more civil than I was expecting.
Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do whatever it takes to escape this prison. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, That we're clones? Some of us think that makes us special. That the deeds of our namesakes are somehow ours. But that is blind arrogance. We are just people. Same as
Whoa,
you.
whoa, 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 whoa. No, you're
Same
not the
as
same as me.
anyone.
No. You are not the same as me. I am the spacefarer.
Too many of the others grovel at the feet of the damned robots, trying to play their roles in a broken game. The renegades will not submit, and one day we will be free.
Cool. You should just leave.
Were it that easy, I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out of Crucible.
But you remember?
You get too far or disobey too much, then death. Crucible holds our lives in its hands. But now, the robots have made a grave mistake. You can go where none of us can. I propose this. The robots come from someplace far to the east. We call it the facility. A place none of us can get to. Go there and break our shackles. Set us free.
I can't decide if this is the good option or the bad option. I don't have enough information to know if setting them free is the good option. Setting people free is almost always the good option in Bethesda games, but maybe they're changing it up for this one. Let's go talk to... Who else are we talking to? Amanarinius?
Know that you stand before Queen Amanirinas of the Kush, queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty.
Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back, but I feel in my bones that I am a Manirinas for true. The great and the terrible. To those who would oppose me, I remember things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies. And the smells. The right scent. And I close my eyes. And I can picture all of it. So vividly. It aches my heart. My home. My kingdom.
Well, your kingdom is still Sandy. You know what? I'm going to withhold my judgment. You're still a clone. You're not the real one. Let's just be very clear about that. But I do think the cloning process here is significantly more interesting than most cloning processes.
You are wise, then. Have you heard of the believers? Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems, to bring in a new, glorious age, and break the endless cycles of oppression and greed.
Tell me about this mission.
So many scoff at the mission. Before we are reborn here, there are words all of us are told, that we are the chosen. We are meant to better ourselves, to learn, grow, and thrive. All of us represent the greatest figures in our history. Who better to lead the settled systems to a new golden age?
No offense, but I've literally never heard of you in my entire life. Also, I've only met 3 people here who are leaders, and only one of them would I trust to lead me. Anyway, you want me to help with this?
If we could do it ourselves, we would have, years ago. I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want, is a chance to prove to the facility we are ready. When someone has achieved their potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars. But the machines have been breaking more and more over the years, and no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help to properly fix the facility so that we can prove ourselves and claim our birthright.
Ginghis's plan is for me to break the facility so everyone can just escape. And your plan is for everyone to also escape. I'm going to talk to Amelia Earhart real fast.
Your ship, she's a beauty.
Yeah.
It travels the stars, right? Tell me, what's it like out there?
No matter how much I see it, it never gets old. Because that's actually kind of true.
That's just how I imagine it. My name's Amelia Earhart. When I first woke up in this place, in my head, I knew all about my namesake, her life and her accomplishments. But I also knew how to fly a starship, reactor limits, thrust acceleration, vectors, and everything. In my mind's eye, I can imagine flying out there, touching heaven itself. And yet, cruelly, here I sit.
Just to be clear, only people who find the magical artifacts can actually touch heaven. I don't really know what to make of you or anyone else here. Is the truest thing I have ever said in a video game ever.
Funny, some of us have had the same thought about you. Listen, I know you owe me nothing at all, but I would do anything to get off of here. I just want, for my single self, a chance to explore.
Some of the turrets are failing.
I know Amon Arenas and the Believers are fixing them. You're free to assist them.
But if they all fail?
Then we will most likely die. All of us. Is that what you want to hear?
Is that all you have to say?
That's why
Did this
our
lady
aims
come out
are
of
so
Assassin's
important.
Creed Syndicate?
We need to learn how to do things for ourselves. So, you have heard from the other societies. I must confess, I'm very curious what an outsider thought of them and their positions.
You know what? I'm going to say I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this because I'm pretty sure both of these other groups want exactly the same thing. They just want to go about it in a different way. And I just really think we need to be freeing these random clones so that way we can, I don't know. Like, my brain just sort of broke there for a second when I started thinking about what would happen if we released them. Anyway, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this.
The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose and Parter as a whole would invite disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves. Our community must be weaned off the machines. Learn how to build, grow, and govern ourselves. Allowed to raise families so we can pass our lessons to the next generation. And to die when our allotted time is finished.
I guess I got to go to the facility now.
Hey, we need to talk. It's about Roosevelt. There's something you need to know.
Is he not actually Roosevelt because he can walk? Because I already figured that out. If you have something to say, I'm all ears.
There's a, cave just outside town. No chance of us being listened in on.
Is he going to give me a fourth option? Because at some point, I feel like I should definitely take one of these new deals. You know what I mean?
You came. I just can't take a chance. These clones, they're psychotic, crazy. If they find out, I'm not Wyatt Earp. I wish. God, how I wish I was. I was cloned off a monster. America's first serial killer. H.H. Holmes.
Okay, I know who that is too. This must be a terrible burden, knowing you share DNA with Holmes. Also explains why he kind of doesn't seem like he's Wyatt Earp, you know what I mean?
It's like a living nightmare. And if you let any of these bloodthirsty maniacs know, they'd kill me. No, that wouldn't be the end. Every time my new clone would appear, death, torture, pure hell. I'm afraid it's you or me. I'm going to kill you.
We don't have to do this. There's got to be another way.
I just don't see a way out.
Be Wyatt Earp. Be the hero. You can choose that.
Wyatt Earp was a hero. Maybe I can.
You don't stand a chance against me. Don't throw your life away.
I don't want to die.
You can trust me. I won't tell anyone.
If you're wrong,
Uh-oh.
there's so much at stake. I don't want to do this. Goodbye.
I failed the speech check.
For both of us.
I killed him. In case I was wondering what just happened, one of my armor pieces set him on fire, and he just died from that. That is how little health he had. It was the most amazing fight I've ever had in this game. That was so cool. Okay, maybe not. I was wearing this. Now I'm not sure what happened. I was wearing this helmet, which is chameleon, galvanized, and repulsing. This helmet, which I was not wearing, is incendiary, which is what I was thinking I was wearing. I thought I was wearing my incendiary helmet, but I wasn't because last episode I got a new helmets. So I do not know what just happened there. We are here to investigate. The game says something about 7 clues I needed to find. Also, there's some space aliens that were over here. Space aliens, animals, creatures, whatever. Oh. This looks... No. That is disgusting. Whatever the heck that was. You know what? Don't waste your good ammo on these things. Get out your shotgun or your Beowulf, one of the two. This confinement is driving me crazy. Day after day underground, I think Genghis is right. Escaping is the only option. So a Genghis at some point... Ooh, there's some blood. A Genghis at some point was thinking we should be leaving. Current Genghis also believes that, and it could be the same Genghis. I want to be clear about that. I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I managed to break into the top floor. It is a spaceship, as we all assume. The records call it the Galathea. Most of the ship has been stripped down, but amazingly, the comm system was operational. There was a message from another ship called the Beagle. When I played the transmission, it was just raw noise. I will try to go back tonight. More blood. Diary page reborn. Today I'm here new. They tell me I was here before, that I had been reborn. I have knowledge of a son, Kublai? And his accomplishments of being the founder of a great empire to rival any history. The machines tell me I am someone I am not. I will not play by their rules. But that sounds a little like Genghis Khan. This facility has been heavily compromised. Heavily compromised. More blood. Diary page, Genghis explosion. Genghis somehow got a hold of explosives. Last night we woke to a thunderstorm. The facility has been repeating incessantly. Containment breached. It is maddening. An expedition was sent to the outside this morning. They report predators, deadly ones, all about. Amelia and Amaranias. I've already forgotten how to say her name. I apologize. Are furiously working to come up with anything that could be used as a weapon. I tried to get in the facility's inner sanctum to no avail. There's nowhere to hide. Nothing to be done but wait. So it seems like at some point the facility is where these people lived, and they were moved to this other place so that way they wouldn't do anything in the facility anymore. So that was probably referencing an older Genghis Khan, and he's constantly wanting to do this, which is fine. Oh, I was like, where's the hunting space roach? Anonymous last words. I woke up for the first time right here, and now I bleed. When I first heard the mission, I felt a thrill. We were chosen. We would rule again. But after spending countless days, nights, who is to say in these windowless halls? We do nothing. The facility feeds us. The facility provides. And we just argue. But now we do more. We turned to murder. I pray you find this brother of my blood. Do not trust Bill Hickok. He is not who he seems. We know that Holmes was pretending to be Wyatt Earp. Is it possible he was also pretending to be Bill Hickok as well at some point? They're both Wild West men. Kinda around the same time. Not exactly around the same time. I believe Holmes was a little later than them. Well, no. Holmes was definitely later than the guy I was playing now. But Wild Bill Hickok was not actually really... He was a showman in the early 1900s. Late 1800s, one of the two. Diary page, 8 questions. Unanswered questions. Who created the facility? Is the mission the real reason it was created? Do we really share the DNA of our namesakes? Are people watching us? Are the robots as unintelligent as they appear? Are the reborn really what they claim? So many more questions. So few people asking the right questions. Is Ada Lovelace, by the way? I don't know yet, and I don't know if we'll find out. But that's the only famous Ada in history that I can think of. I mean, I personally knew 2 other Adas, but neither one of them are famous. Ugh, these things are gross. And they don't even drop anything worthwhile. They drop nutrient. I don't know. Nutrient might be worthwhile, but not for me. Oh, there's a much bigger one. There's a much bigger one. There's a much bigger one. He does have a head. Okay. Aha! I have found the remaining one. But also, right. So these must be the containment, not containment, the places that they kind of like grew them, I guess. Ada's diary, heart of the facility. Years of trial and error, and I have attained proficiency enough to call myself a programmer. Yes, she is Lovelace. It is amazing how far things have advanced from my memories. To think Babbage and I would open this untold world of knowledge and power. I realize I will never be a masterful programmer. I have no books or texts to advance myself, but the intricacy of the security here is daunting. The facility is on full lockdown, and the only solution is security override code. But where is it? This part of the facility was closed to us until Genghis set off his explosions. I think even here there is nothing of the sort. If only I had more time to think, but the monsters lurk in every hall now. Perhaps the damage to the facility means this is my final life. A pity. So much more to discover and learn. I do wonder if you were given that clue about Bill Hickok. because the game wanted you to know if you didn't follow Wyatt Earp, you could find that out, you know? Or are they talking about someone else other than Holmes? This is telling me to leave? Choose which society to give facility. Oh. Well, maybe I could have gone out that other way. We're going out the other way then. Okay, I just took on that entire dungeon and there wasn't a single boss chest at the end. Come on. Okay, fine. It wasn't that much of a dungeon, but still. Who do I give this information to? Can I talk to Ada? We'll see if I can find Ada and talk to her. At this point, I think we should be aware that we are not going to be able to repair the facility. The facility is too far gone and has clearly been made a nest of by giant bugs. Admittedly, I killed the giant bugs, so maybe that's enough. I don't know. So I can't find Ada. I don't know where she is. I was kind of hoping maybe she might help. She seems to be the smartest person. You should water your plants. Dude, water the plants. Why is that plant a dead plant and the rest of them appear to be alive? Let it outside when it rains, at least. It might perk back up. I don't know if this is the best ending. This is probably objectively not the best ending. No. I'm going to give it to the queen. Wait. I found her. Not a one of those questions is helpful. The first one might be, how is it not being in a society here?
Uncomfortable, truth be told. The believers are undeniably favored by the facility. Their complex receives food and materials first. When blood is spilt, the facility robots often side with them, and always the arguments and fisticuffs. Most of us just want to live in peace.
That was unhelpful. I was kind of hoping it might be, but, you know, whatever. I don't know who to give it to. This feels like one of those, like, there's no bad or good choices. There's just, here's your choice, live with it kind of things that Bethesda does occasionally. I've been to the facility. Let's work on this together.
What is this? These papers are fascinating. And frustrating. So many questions I have. But for now, we must find the security override code to open the rest of the facility. This other ship, the Beagle, this must have the key we seek.
Colonization missions always have a security redundancy. The Beagle will have the security code.
Ada Lovelace stays out of politics, but the science here is too intoxicating. She will help us.
So we did come from a spaceship. Of course we did. And there's another out there? She's not in this star system. I would have spotted her. The radio telescope. It has a default position. It resets every morning. I always wondered, why point at Bell 5? Perhaps the facility looks for her sister. I can send you the coordinates. The Bell Star system is not far.
Don't give me that crap about it being not too far away. I have to make 2 separate jumps into systems I haven't been yet. And secure frequency. Although in bad repair, the shield navigation being still to protect flight by the Beagle. The next plane stop after Bell V is Zelanzi 1. Okay, I just stumbled into a starfight, and I am raking in the experience on this one. Plus, ship parts. Does this thing like spawn right now? Or does it only spawn, or if I had come over here, could I have found this? I'm medical robot. No, do no harm. Are you another medical? Yes. What is with these medical robots and not wanting to? Okay, I get it. I need to use the power weapon. Okay. Beagle Data Core. Crimson Fleet incident. There were 3 of them. Captain Lapido offered them everything we could spare, but no amount of pleading worked. The hostile ships were destroyed, but at what cost? The Beagle is badly damaged. The hull breaches have been sealed, but we lost about half our remaining crew. We have one last jump. If we cannot find something in the Zelanzi system, and fast, we're doomed. Zelanzi report. We didn't have time to scan the planets here. Our engines are dead. The captain, he had enough. We started the mission with so much optimism, but it's been setback after setback. There are 4 of us. Dr. Zhao keeps adjusting the experiment program to work without the Calathea. I told her, we're already lost 20% of the genetic material. I asked who should be prioritized, but I fear she's no longer in her right mind. I dreamed of having my own command, but not like this. Final entry. Day 120 of being adrift. No more food, no more water. I'm the last that's left. I don't know how long I have. The Beagle's mission has failed. If Dr. Xiang or anything from Galathea reads this, you were right. We should have all stayed with you on the facility. I'm disabling all security so you can grab whatever you need for salvage and recovery. I am ashamed to report that all of our genetic material did not survive. I pray the mission continues on the facility. God have mercy on us all. And then we download the security code. Aye!
This is now a combat zone. Damage
Jerk.
all systems.
I knew it. I knew this game would do something like that.
Outsider, this This is Amani-Rinas. Please, we have a dangerous situation developing on Crucible. I could use your assistance immediately.
I feel like I may have locked myself into the choice, but we'll have to see.
Genghis Khan knows you have been to the facility. And unless we meet, he has said he will war upon us. Know that we meet under a flag of truce. If any of us violate that, we are outcasts. So no matter the provocation, no battle.
Got it. Don't kill Genghis Khan. Just cuz.
Speak your words, Genghis. But know that I have no fear of battle, for my cause is just.
I know you've been to the facility. I know you have conspired together. Blood does not need to spill today, as long as the outsider promises one thing. Let the renegades go free.
If I free you, what will you do?
I have no idea. I just don't know what's out there. But the renegades will live, fully, and as well as we can.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not letting you leave.
We will not meekly go back to ourselves, outsider. Franklin, I know we have been at odds, but surely imagining the believers triumphing sets your blood to boil.
The mission is pure fiction. Of this, we can both agree. Best outcome of any of us leaving in our present state is to fail in obscurity. But if one of us succeeds, it would visit untold misery upon the settled systems.
The mission should be given a chance to succeed.
I had hoped to convince you.
If the mission even has a shred of a chance to be realized, can't you see, Roosevelt? We must take it.
The pragmatist will not fight today. I sincerely hope you are right about all of this, Amon-Arenas, because this is our one chance at fixing it.
That went as expected. Are you ready to fight, outsider?
I never thought I'd actually be fighting Genghis's horde. Let's do this.
Let's teach that rabid dog a lesson.
Where did Khan go? Okay, there's a renegade. Dead. There's a level 42 renegade. Dead, but only... Oh, 65. Okay, good. They're running. That's Ada. Another renegade. Okay. I'm moving into the renegades now. Dead renegade. Dead renegade. Double dead renegade. Hang on a second. Okay. It just was starting to feel a little bit too easy, so I was like, you know what? Oh. Obviously we're taking his hat and his... Like, obviously. His outfit gives me a plus 5% intimidation chance. That's not bad. Not that I have intimidation, because I don't.
We have triumphed, and you are the reason why.
Darn right I am.
All that is left is to go to the facility and restore the mission.
So so you're not locked into doing anything until you have to kill one of... Ah! What the heck just happened? Video game, so... I don't know what just happened. Let's talk to Ada before she turns on me.
Blood runs in this...
Okay. Everyone's turning on me. Like, everyone keeps turning on me. So, the internet has given me a piece of advice. Only, and I repeat this, only kill Genghis Khan. Do not kill anyone else. And it should be fine. The other piece of advice was to run away, hide, and then come back after everyone has cooled down. Apparently it's just kill Genghis, and we're fine. Okay, everyone else calmed down. Let's see what happens.
Blood runs in the streets again. I had hoped, however naively, that we were past that.
That's fair.
I do not hold you responsible, but your arrival was certainly a lethal catalyst. May I help you?
So I found this security code, and I need you to de-encrypt it.
So your mission to the Beagle was a success?
Yep.
It is done.
I want to take Ada Lovelace on my ship with me. Now we're going to the facility. I've only half explored this place, too. That might explain why there was no boss chest. Open the restricted wing. Check. Moving on into this section, which has hopefully been less corrupted by these aliens. I guess they're not monsters. Creatures.
I am opening fire.
Stop opening fire on me. I think I was a little too far away to shoot that one. Oh. Random clone. Now back to trying to blow this turret up. Okay, we gotta switch to a rifle then. Because for some reason I can't... Oh, I did. Okay. So since random clones can be here... Ooh, that's a bunch of body bags. What are those? Are just failed clones? Bad clone. Man, if I don't level up, I'm gonna be pissed. There was a whole bunch of red on my Pip-Boy, on my compass, and then nothing. Oh, this is why, because there's a whole bunch of more stuff. So all that red just decided it was going to give up. For just a second. Okay, there's that turret. There's that turret. There's a robot. I can't seem to hit either one of them, so we're going to move up a little bit. Oh, there's a clone leader. That's exciting news. He's a level 70 piece of junk. Okie-dokie. I should have done this stealthily. A little late now. But I could have done this at least a little bit stealthily. Another turret. Another clone. This is an intense fight. Where'd the clone go? Okay. Execute him. Ooh, he had an emergency kit. That's good, because that's what I've been using. Oof, the clone leader went down way faster than I expected him to. And, of course, he wasn't a legendary or anything. Facility data core. Emergency info. This error has been encountered. The whole facility is in danger of irreparable harm. We programmed a robot reboot process. Specific requirements. Please reboot immediately. Okay. Huh. So I don't know what this does, and I'm not going to find out. I assume this is the one where I turn FDR into the new super leader, and they can have more autonomy. And then this one is, of course, the one we want to pick. This is the Hail Mary, because this is the new super admin. This is the Hail Mary. If nothing else works, pass the torch to a new person in the databanks. They will have full control over all facility programs. This is an extreme response. Usually, the continuation of the mission will be uncertain. There are no scientists left after me. The Zimmer will not restore the mission. I will test it to be a valid target. Ah, okay. So that is the thing I pick if I want to go with FDR. And of course, I guess I could pick her, and then she could just do what she wants to do. Restore mission parameters. That's what we want to do anyway. Okay. The game did not tell me to come back here. I'm just coming back here to see what's up.
You had a chance to help in the great mission, and instead, you do nothing?
I'm confused. I rebooted the facility, so that way it would go back to what it was supposed to do, and she's telling me I didn't do it. Whatever. Okay, so the game is acting like I didn't do the thing I was supposed to do. So maybe I was supposed to give her super user powers. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Pick one of them to do that. And I didn't realize that. So apparently what I did at the end of this was doom them. So we didn't actually get to the Crimson Fleet stuff. We will next time. This has been Starfield. Thank you for watching, and come back soon for more Starfield.